Hi there, my name's Alan Platt. I'm CEO of CyberHive, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you some of the features that make CyberHive Connect an extremely secure way to protect your organisation's connectivity. Firstly, let me just quickly demonstrate one of the typical tasks that a server administrator may need to do all the time. For example, in my organisation here, I have a number of servers, Blue Sun Server 1 and Blue Sun Server 2. So I'm just simply, as a system administrator, I might frequently need to access Blue Sun Server 1, for example, so I can do that at the moment by simply SSHing into the server at its public IP address. And you can see immediately that I'm actually into this server and will be able to configure it and access whatever I need to in that server. It's all very simple, it's all very easy to do. But there are big downsides with how that's done. At the moment, this is actually done using port forwarding in the router, and that actually introduces a significant security vulnerability. If I run a port checker tool on the same IP address that I've just used to access that server, and I use that to scan all common ports, immediately you can see that there's a potential issue there. Port 22, which is the port used for SSH, is open in my router. This is because my router is using port forwarding in order to forward that port to the server and allow me to access it. And okay, in this particular case it's port 22, and I know that the access to that port is well controlled by my server. But if you've got applications that may use other ports, for example, gaming ports such as 25565, which is used by Minecraft, or a whole series of other ports that may be used by your servers and services, and there are any vulnerabilities in any of the software that you're running on the server, that opens up the attack surface for attackers to find, exploit those vulnerabilities and potentially cause untold problems in your organisation. Of course, one of the ways of mitigating this may be to route all of your connectivity through a VPN, but actually that suffers from exactly the same problem. The VPN server itself is still available on the internet. Its IP address is public facing and can be seen from anywhere. A simple vulnerability in your VPN server may be enough in order to compromise not only the server that you're trying to access, but potentially your entire network. And there are large organisations who've been caught out by this. It's caused significant problems and caused some very large organisations some significant financial pain. But there is a better way. You can use CyberHive Connect to still access those servers and not have any of these security vulnerabilities. Let me quickly demonstrate. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to close the port on this server. I'm going to remove the port forwarding entirely from this particular router. Okay, that's it. Port forwarding has now been removed, and I can demonstrate that by once again scanning all of the same ports on the router. And you can now see that instead of port 22 showing as open, it's still scanning, and eventually this will time out, and you can see now that there are none of the commonly used ports available that are open on this particular server anymore. And of course I can demonstrate that I can no longer obtain SSH access to that server. It will simply time out after a few seconds. But with CyberHive Connect, you can still connect to the device despite this. In this case, the server that I've been attempting to connect to, Blue Sun Server 1, you can see its public IP address here. But actually I've also set this up so this organisation has CyberHive Connect set up, and this allows us to connect to those devices even when the ports are not open on the server and they aren't visible from the general internet. You can see here that this server has also been assigned a VPN IP, and my PC is on the same network and is also allowed access. So instead of attempting to access that through the public IP address, I simply SSH to it through the VPN IP address. And once again, I'm in with no open ports, nothing visible from the internet, and security fully maintained.
If you would like to find out more about how CyberHive Connect can help you to simplify administrative tasks, reduce the attack surface of your organisation's network, or remove traditional VPN bottlenecks, please reach out using the links shown here. Thank you for watching.